Welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Louisiana lawmakers are now convening a special session to craft a state budget agreeable to the House and Senate. In our top story tonight, ABC 31's Joanna Phillips says the regular session ended with confusion as Democrats tried to use parliamentary procedure to force a vote on the Republicans' version of a state budget.
Despite last-minute meetings and attempts at compromise, the regular session ended when they literally ran out of time. The leader of the budget process in the House said they were $25 million apart on the multi-billion-dollar plan. But as the Democrats tried to force a recorded vote, the bewitching hour hit. And within 30 minutes, both chambers were gavelled back into a special session that must end by June 19th. It was bewildering to many, like Alexandria Senator Jay Luno.
I'm incredibly frustrated. It's embarrassing. We're not properly doing the state's work. This is not what we were elected to go to Baton Rouge to do. Unfortunately, there are, in my opinion, a handful of members of the House that are controlling what happens over there, and they're being the House members are not being allowed to vote on the issues as they're being presented, and that's problematic. In fact, when a motion was made on the floor yesterday in the House, and they did actually hold one vote to pass the budget that had been sent over by the Senate. It passed with 53 votes. However, that was recalled for a procedural question. And so I think that it's time for us to quit playing political games and for us to do what we're supposed to do, and that is to pass a budget for the state of Louisiana.
House members now must start over because all financial bills start with them, and senators will return to Baton Rouge on Wednesday. That gives the governor time to lobby Republicans, who control both chambers. But it's anybody's guess at this point if something will change before then. Senators like Jay Luno say the lobbying efforts are already underway, and the only good news would be an agreement worked out before that July 19th deadline. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
We are keeping things quite warm and humid for the start of our weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with your weather now.
Hey, Scott. Yeah, definitely getting some summer-like temperatures back into our forecast here as we head to the weekend. But overnight, last night, and early this morning, we saw our low temperatures drop back near record lows in some areas. We did tie a record low here in Alexandria at 59 degrees this morning, seeing temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. Also tying a record low down in Baton Rouge at 60 early this morning as well. But we did make it back into the 80s here late this afternoon. Our high temperatures in the upper 80s. In most areas, did notice a little more humidity too as that dew point starts to increase, and you're definitely going to notice that mugginess over the weekend as temperatures get close to 90 for Saturday, and then some rain chances come in by the time we get to Sunday, and keeping those rain chances around even as we get to early next week. Before tonight, it will be clear and cool out there. 62 degrees the overnight low with south-southeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So we'll talk more about the warm temperatures, but also talk about those rain chances as we head to early next week with your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
All right, thank you, Chris. Rapids deputies add another suspect to the list of 10 already charged with a slew of burglaries in the area of Highways 71 and 165 South. He's 43-year-old Jeffrey Allen Miles of Pineville. Authorities say the suspects are charged with break-ins of businesses and of vehicles. And a Pineville teen is arrested and charged with damage to a church-owned storage building that was to become a sanctuary. 18-year-old Brandon Matthew Singleton is charged with burglary and criminal damage. Deputies say it happened in April on Highway 28 East. Detectives say the suspect knocked holes in the walls and the ceiling and used spray paint to damage the inside. That building was being used for storage. Golfing for a Cause allows you to enjoy an afternoon of golf and help students attend college. That's what the LSUA Alumni and Friends Association Golf Scramble is all about. It is the 8th year for the Scramble at Oak Wayne Golf Club, and all proceeds go to the LSUA Alumni and Friends Student Scholarship Fund.
We have 11 teams today participating, and we're very excited about that. We have, over the last 8 years, we've raised over $30,000 for student scholarships, and you know, every dollar counts for helping students achieve their degree. And this is just one small way, one thing we do during the year that is fun. The community supports it, and it's a great day on the golf course.
The tournament started off with lunch at noon and was followed by a shotgun start. There are also awards and a dinner. A program that goes by the name Guys in Ties is inviting men around the area to an event at the St. Mary's Congregational Baptist Church.
During the event, there will actually be an opportunity where they can give blood. Because the blood bank will be there with us. There'll also be an opportunity to talk with a couple of lawyers who will also be there sharing their stories with us. So if they need some advice from a law standpoint, that'll be good. But they can also come out, they'll be able to play basketball. I think they're going to be able to do a couple of other little events with the kids outside, and then we'll eat afterwards. So that's probably the best event of our day.
And for more information, you can visit Reverend Ossie Clark's Facebook page, listed under the name Ossie Clark.
Enter to win a carport from Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. An $800 value in the color of your choice, plus option to upgrade to something bigger at Quality Outdoor Products. To enter, register online, on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to increase your chances of winning. This carport could be yours from KLAX TV and Quality Outdoor Products in Leesville. See official rules at KLAXTV.com.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to us. A cool start to our day this morning as temperatures were record-breaking in some areas, at least record-tying of low temperatures here in parts of central Louisiana. Here in Alexandria, we tied that record low at 59 for this day. Everyone else basically upper 50s to low 60s, but just a cool start to our day any way you look at it. You know, lots of sunshine this afternoon. We did see temperatures make it back into the mid to upper 80s across our region. Here's our high temperatures today. Then we saw 86 degrees a high in Baton Rouge, 87 in Natchitoches, 88 degrees up in Shreveport, 86 degrees in Alexandria, and 87 degrees a high temperature as we headed into Lake Charles. So as we get into your Saturday, again, we're going to see a few clouds out there from time to time, but still a lot of sunshine expected too, as we'll see mostly sunny skies in our forecast. Temperatures do make it back into the mid to upper 80s, really much like we saw today. But the one thing you may notice on Saturday, a little more humidity in the air. That dew point is going to increase into the 60s, making it a little more uncomfortable, and definitely going to see that moisture increase over the weekend. And with the increase in moisture on Sunday, even early next week, we could see that chance of rain moving into our forecast as well. Here's what we expect to see then. Again, more humid for your Saturday. Also warm too, mostly sunny skies expected, as our high temperatures do make it back close to 90, at least upper 80s. In most areas. Now on Sunday, we could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Not really the best chance on Sunday. I do think a lot of our Sunday will be okay, but by early next week, those chances of rain really do increase across our area. Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday, seeing at least a chance for some off and on showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures not quite as warm next week either. A lot of clouds and a lot of moisture means temperatures basically staying in the low to mid 80s for early next week. But it does look like we have the potential to see some heavy rain in some areas. And definitely keep an eye on that for early next week. It could see that rain develop across a good portion of central Louisiana. Now here's what it looks like for your Saturday. Again, not much going on around the area, but you do notice a little bit more humidity. A little more humid air making its way back into just parts of eastern Texas, Oklahoma, all the way back up into Kansas as well. Behind the humid weather, then some very hot weather through New Mexico and parts of western Texas. That's all going to continue to push to the east over the weekend. That means we'll put highs into the 90s once again across our area, but also put that humidity up too, and rain chances increasing by early next week. Before tonight, not too bad, in the low 60s in many of our hometowns by tomorrow morning, with mainly clear and cool conditions out there. South-southeast winds around 5 miles per hour. As we head to our Saturday, upper 80s once again. We'll see temperatures reaching about 87 here in Alexandria, 87 degrees also Marksville, 89 degrees in Bunkie, and 86 degrees down in Glenmora with partly sunny skies. Again, southeast winds at 5 miles per hour. 7-day forecast is showing upper 80s once again on Sunday. Again, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm late in the day. Better chance of rain come next week, though. Mid to upper 80s Monday, Tuesday, and then right back into the low 90s by the time we get to about Wednesday or Thursday. But really looks like some chance to rain continue for all next week, at least off and on chances, Monday through Friday. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. Summer's around the corner, and with it, summer travel. So how do you make sure your trip doesn't end up with a trip to the hospital? With more, here's Lana Zach.
Whether it's beach sandals or hiking boots, many across the country are planning their packing list for their summer travel vacations. And what might be the thing furthest from their minds are the potential health hazards they could face while on vacation. Fortunately, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have an extensive collection of resources to help ensure that your trip is a safe and healthy one. A few tips. If you're headed to an exotic locale, make sure that you're up to date on recommended vaccinations. Of course, depending on where you go, you may need shots you wouldn't normally require at home. Also, if you're going overseas, check the CDC's travel website to see if the area to which you're going has any travel health notices, often related to infectious disease outbreaks. And finally, check that you've prepared yourself for minor but annoying travel health issues. That means packing medicine to deal with possible stomach problems and sunscreen to stay sunburn free. For these and other travel tips, check out CDC Travelers Health online or on Facebook, and safe travels. With this Medical Minute, I'm Lana Zach.
Women who drink a lot of alcohol and binge drink have higher glucose concentrations in their blood compared to men. Even men who drank 3 times as much. That's according to a new Swedish study that tracked nearly 900 people over 27 years. High blood glucose, of course, is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. British researchers say teenagers who use marijuana, even just occasionally, are more likely to use other drugs later in life. Their study looked at over 5,000 teens and found marijuana users were also more likely to drink and smoke cigarettes. And a Canadian study finds children who drink non-cow's milk are shorter than children who drink regular milk. For each daily cup of non-cow's milk they drink, children were 0.4 centimeters shorter than the average child.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
It is time for a water play day at the zoo and on much more. Here's Weekends with 31. It is water slides, sprinklers, and bubbles. Just a few of the things that you can cool off with, but remember, some shoes do need to be worn at that special event at the zoo. The Bridal Fair is a rescheduled event with dozens of vendors to offer everything from stationery to rentals for your wedding. That is tomorrow from noon to 4 at the Kent House. Leading Ladies is concluding its show this weekend. The latest production from City Park Players is a comedy about actresses running amok in the Amish countryside. And WWE returns to Alexandria tomorrow night at 7:30 with their live SummerSlam program. Lift Every Voice is coming up, and this summer enrichment camp is underway for children ages 9 to 11 with instruction in reading, writing, and the arts. Elizabeth Vidos is the guest performer for the at the library. She'll be there Monday at the main library in the afternoon and starting at 2 at the Gunter branch. And for adults, you can explore your creative abilities with the Creations Art of Life series. And finally, a new Guinness World Record that you have to see to believe. Officials confirmed that Bowie, Texas now has the largest Bowie knife in the world. The sculpture was unveiled last year at Pelham Park, stands at 20 feet high, weighs almost 3 tons. The Guinness World Record certificate was presented to the Bowie Chamber of Commerce during a ceremony yesterday, and city officials say that knife was fully funded by private donations.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, not necessarily a really useful knife,
but something to look at.
It won him an award.
There you go.
Thanks for watching, and have a great night.
ABC 31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in Central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
Strike the Enemy,
Grey's Anatomy.
Rays can deliver.
Damn right.
Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.